Hey Steve, how are you? Thank you so much for coming on.
Good, Mo. It's good to see you, man. It's good to be on here. Yeah.
Yeah, good to see you as well, brother. I know you're super busy, so I appreciate you taking the time out to, do this. I just wanted to, talk about your store, your experience. I saw your store did obviously over 1,500 profit in the first month, over 8K in revenue. So you obviously must be stoked. So I just wanted to, get a feel for your experience and how all that was.
Yeah, I mean, I'm pretty excited. Yeah. I got everything started last year with a different company who I guess didn't really follow up the way that you guys have with your team this year. Really within the first 2 months of this year, you guys put a plan together, set the profits going in, I think next week or this week. Um, the first profit should be hitting the bank account. So that's exciting.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, I know you lost a bunch of money with that other company. Like, what happened there? Did they just not do anything? Did they get your store shut down? Like, what happened? Hmm.
To be honest, it was pretty frustrating. Without calling names, it's would just say that I put a lot of money in to get it started. There was some back and forth through messaging and through, I guess, emails, so to say. But somewhere along the line, I had no clue what I was doing, and I felt like they lost contact with me or just didn't follow up. And I thought I was going to be in the hole some large amounts of money. So
Absolutely.
then somewhere in I think middle to late last year, I contacted you, and I figured you might be able to help me out. And so here we are, 2024, and we're back on track to start making some profits. And that's what
Absolutely.
I'm excited about. Just moving forward.
Absolutely, brother. Yeah, I'm glad you didn't give up. I know there's a lot of agencies out there that just aren't doing a good job at all. But at the end of the day, like I tell people, like Amazon does work. I mean, it's a very doable business model. You just got to work with a team that actually cares, right? Uh,
Yeah.
so what did you like most about the Prime team? Anything that said it was it communication? Is it the numbers? Like what's got you most satisfied with the service?
To be honest, starting out is just the fact that you guys said you were going to do something and you handle it. It's one thing in business for somebody to say, "Oh, I'm going to come by and whatever it is, whatever the project is, I'm going to start this project and finish it by this date." And in a lot of industries, there's people who do great work, and there's people who don't follow up. And I think this year, what I'm most excited about is the fact that everything that you and your team have started out to how do you want to call it, begin with, or set a process in place. Like you guys have always followed up, met the expectations, and not only meeting the expectations, you told me, "Hey, this is the next step we're going to go towards. What do you think?" And that's what's most important to me, because the numbers are going to come down the road eventually. That's fine. And so they have the numbers with you guys have, they'll be hitting the bank account this week. But like I said, just the fact that you guys are there, you follow up, you answer my questions, and you just tell me what to expect going forward. That's the big points for me.
Absolutely, brother. Well, I'm glad you're super satisfied. Again, so you've done about 8K revenue in your first month, and the only reason it slowed down was because we ran out of inventory. But with that new batch coming in, which should come in within the month, things are going to pick up and it's going to move even faster. And then from there, once you start getting your regular payouts from Amazon and things are cycling, we should be able to scale your store really fast. So I think so far for doing 30. So you from the numbers I'm looking at, you've done about 2 to 2,500 in profit. That's before our 30% split. So you're probably looking at like 1,500, 2K profit for yourself from just what we've done so far. And that's just, month one. So
Month one, yeah, those are great numbers, man.
yes, sir. What's your plan for the future? I know you work full time as nursing still. You work hard. I see that. You're working your night shifts and stuff. Like what where do you see this going? Like say you're making X amount, would you leave the job? Like what are you gonna do?
Nothing's cement in stone just yet, but I do have a few ideas of the first couple of years, just making this thing a machine, make it very productive, very well oiled, and able to handle itself. Obviously, use some of the profits to cover for the expenses that I paid for last year, and then down the road, when if and when the time is feasible, I'd like to eventually step away from my bedside nursing at some point.
Nice, nice. That's
So
good to hear, brother. That's good to hear. I'm super excited for your journey, right? I mean, once you see the money from this and you paid your debts off and you guys steady 10, 15, 20K a month, you could get yourself a second store, a Walmart store, whatever you want to keep scaling to, right?
Yeah, I mean, that would sound exciting as well too. So
Yes, sir. Awesome, brother. Well, thank you so much for coming on. I appreciate everything, and looking forward to the rest of your journey.
likewise, Mo, it's good to hear from you, and it's always good to keep in touch with you, man. Thanks.
Thank you, brother. Okay.